Let's give it up for my boy OG Mambo in the building.
What's going down? What's going down, man? How you doing, man?
What's good, bro?
What's up, brother,
You
man?
know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Good to
you
see
having me,
gang.
man.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on.
It is. It is. In the whole world for real. It's a lot going on, but even on the smaller atmospheres, it's a lot going on.
Yeah. So we might as well jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? No time to dilly dally. We working. You know what I'm saying? When we on camera, this is work for us. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we gonna get right to it. You feel me? So Mambo, you're from the city. For those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Let me just ask the beginner joint for some, the new viewers. I always ask my friends that's coming on here that's trying to be something that's grinding their life. I ask all my friends, where are you from and what brought you to the stage?
Man, well, I was born in Zimbabwe, but I grew up in North Seattle, all throughout the North End, man, from Lake City to the Space Needle, bro. Just everything in there north.
Yeah.
And then what brought me to the stage is, well, I've been performing since I was like a little kid, for real. Like in the little choirs and, you know what I'm saying, in school and class and things like that. So I get my little solos here and there. So those are my first moments of really experiencing individuality in front of the microphone. But what brought me to performing and doing hip hop and writing and doing the stuff that I'm doing now is one of my cousins, man. He was a DJ, and there used to be these 16 up like high school parties that be over at the Space Needle or different community centers, and he was one of the DJs for those, and that turned into me being one of the MCs for those. And then on one of them nights before we went out, he just threw up the microphone and was like, why don't you just rap? Like, you be freestyling all the time outside. Like, you should just rap for real.
Yeah.
Like, what you playing for?
Yeah.
And then, once I heard that back, next thing you know, I was on the ground, hit the ground running. Man.
Yeah.
And shout out to my guy Juju Twist, man, and the whole Sound Mob collective right in that town. Kind of got immersed with a bunch of different artists. This is when Push Gang was becoming more gang and things like that were shifting for the community in the city. And I just fell in line where I got in where I fit in, you know what I mean? And took to the stage. The stage is actually where I actually showcased the highest skill level. Before my pen and my beat selection was where it was, my ability to go on stage and engage and have the stage presence and command the audience. That kind of was there from the jump.
Yeah. And that was a great explanation. Me and Mambo do this, you know what I'm saying? He be on Fresh Juice too. You know how to talk and tell the story, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm from the town too, you know what I'm saying? So I live in the north right now. I just came from the north end today, you know what I'm saying? So being all over Seattle and performing. So when your cousin gave you the mic, how old were you at that time?
I was probably like 16, 17, like 17 probably.
Yeah. That's a good starting point, because I always say a lot of people have stage fright. You know this, you're an artist, you perform all the time. I've seen people cry, people be sweating and stuff. So how do you like push past that to perform in front of people? Like strangers, say if you're not in the town, you have a away show, how you lock in to perform?
Man, that's a good question. It's something that honestly, like, I feel like it didn't have to be like taught or like developed. It's something that I've always just been forced. I think being from somewhere else, growing up somewhere else, in school, in class, I had to speak up or be able to befriend whoever sit next to me. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Because of that, like, it didn't matter if I was with the homies or they moved me next to the kid they think I'm not going to talk to. I'm still able to kind of communicate. So really practicing too is the biggest thing. So just constantly
those mirror sets.
The mirror sets, the walk around the living room, pacing around, or when you drive in the sets, when you on the treadmill, practicing with your breath control, just all those different types of preparation, that because I've been doing it for so long, that it's just when I know I've prepared, if it's these 4 or 5 songs I'm performing, I'm gonna make sure those are tight. Think about what type of things how I'm gonna engage the crowd, what lyrics might be insightful, those type of things, just being playful with that and really just having fun every time, man. I think if you focus too much on delivering a set, that's where you lose a bit of the engagement. You want to be professional, you want to have some order to it, but the most entertaining entertainers are having fun when
Yeah.
they're performing. You know what I'm saying?
And I was gonna say too, I've been to a few of your shows. I've seen you on stage. I've also seen you DJ.
Right.
And I want to say that Mambo is very comedic with the audience. You know, during the interludes or in between songs, or he'll be like, "Hold on, I gotta rap real quick." Like I just think that's like it's funny. It's like good energy. Like, when did you start doing stuff like that?
Stuff like that as stuff that I picked up when I got to tour with bigger artists, like being on the road with Currency or B.O.B. or the shows I got to do with the Wiz, whoever it was, you know, because there's been a list, man.
Yeah.
DJ Quick, all the different legends that I got to open for. When I do my little set, whether it's I do 15, 20 minutes right before them, or it's me, then someone else, then them, or however it goes, whatever order, I'm always tuned in, notating. As soon as I wipe the sweat off and I change into my next fit, I'm side stage, just kind of engaging. And then if I see something that work, I think, okay, how could I make that work in my own way? It's the same thing as like trying to court a woman or something like that. If you see a pickup line that is catchy, there's a way that you could deliver that pickup line in your own way that isn't as, you know what I mean, isn't corny to the same thing, still tasteful, you know what I'm saying?
Have you seen that vending machine pickup line that's going around right now?
Oh yeah. The game. And he's dropping the G and saying F3. See, but if you see that, maybe you won't say F3. Maybe you might say J11.
Yeah.
And switch it up.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I would pick that up on the road, and then I'd be able to go with the band or with the DJ that I'm working with at the time, or if it's me and Chondo on a solo mission, and be able to kind of bounce back and forth the idea and the concept, like, all right, we can do this, and then let it just kind of naturally happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you've been at this a long time. So when you're and I did a deep dive into his music today, like I do with all the artists, and you got a lot of singles and you got a lot of projects with a lot of different people putting in work for a minute. So when you approach these songs, how do you approach them? Does the beat speak to you? Do you have something that you wrote already that you were thinking of? Like, do you smoke before? Like, how do you come up with like what to say? A lot of people be lost on what to say. Sometimes you don't always have inspiration. So where does it come from?
Well, in all honesty, man, it comes from a few different places. And I think that's kind of like being a chef, right? If you're a chef, you're not just efficient in cooking and preparing food in one way. You're going to be able to fillet, you're going to be able to grill, you're going to be able to bake, you're going to be able to utilize all these different tools. So coming up, there was phases of life where shout out my brother Kaleem. I would just be getting a beat pack from Kaleem or from D100 or from the group chat. And then I'll just take that to the vault and I will smoke and chill and vibe. And then whatever kind of comes out lyrically for each one of the beats, because it'll evoke an emotion, whether it's like a thought or a feeling or whatever, a memory. And then that memory will take me through whatever that song will be. So that was a process for a while. And then, most recently, when I was going back and forth between Atlanta, working with Biscuit, working with people like Louis, it was more so about the same process, but not being as shout out to Wadi too, also, who's really the first one who we kind of had that conversation. But it's more so allowing the beat to invoke that emotion and that feeling, but then recording off that instinct. Sometimes when you take it home, you'll start writing for a little bit, then leave it alone, then come back to it. And then like it's gonna be different feelings and different flavors to it. It's like letting something marinate or cooking it right away. Lately, it's been cooking it right away. So the 2-Man Mission project, the most recent project that I just dropped with Louis, we cooked that up just off the jump. We locked in. I think we did 2 like 7 or 8 hour sessions or something like that, and we'll just go in the lab and then we'll just cook 4 or 5 records, leave that alone, come back, find some new beats, cook 4 or 5 records, put that together into a project and things like that.
So real quick, how you know when the song's done? 2 hooks in a verse or a hook? Your verse, his
when
verse?
It feels done. When it feels done.
Okay. I
Yeah,
like that.
when it
At the end
feels
of the
done.
day, it's a creative process. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
when it
saying?
feels
So,
done. There's no rules to the game. I mean, if you're paying attention to marketing tactics and the the current trends and things are gonna
keywords,
be shorter. I mean, keywords is important, but I'm talking about they're just gonna be shorter in length. If you
right?
think about most of the records that are memorable that pop off in your head right now are the ones that you see on Instagram and TikTok when
Mm-hmm.
you're scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only 15 to 20 seconds of a
Yep.
clip. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Even the record we talked about off camera, like the Goofy challenge
Yep.
that I did,
Yep.
it's only so much of the clip that you get. So the song doesn't need to be 3 minutes per se
Right. Yeah. Not
because the
anymore.
listener is only going to go and engage for however time period
Yep.
and then move forward just because of the way music is digested. You know what I'm saying? So when the song is done, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be super long, but sometimes it might be like, no, we need all three of these verses on here.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and she got to sing that bridge, and then he
Yeah.
has to play the saxophone. We
Mm-hmm.
just have to add these different things to
Yeah.
make it, you know what I'm saying, make
Because
sense.
I seen the last song, past tense, was like a little longer than the other ones.
Yeah, past tense is and that was one that was actually the first one that we made outside of those sessions. So if you go to Two Man Mission and you listen to track 1 to track 4 or 5, that was session 1. Then 5 to 9, that was the second session. Past tense is actually the first time me and Louie ever got in the studio together ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
because of that, we getting to know each other's vibration in there.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing. I
Mm-hmm.
did my thing. Add a
Mm-hmm.
little bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and the song was done when it was done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's done when it's done.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And Louis a great artist. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Fire.
to bro. He agreed to come on here too. We just gotta line it up, type shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, type of thing. But
No,
you know.
he's dope to work with too, because being collaborative is one of my goals out here. So I will work with anybody. I'm
Yeah.
down to cook with anybody. Just a lot of times, sometimes people either are, I don't know if they duck in the smoke,
Yeah.
or they don't want to get in the studio,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they missing sessions. They're not sending invites. Louis the type of person I can touch down in Atlanta on any given day.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be here for 3-4 days. He gonna be like, "Yep, I'm free on this day."
Yep.
We're gonna go half on the session. Hey,
Yep.
I'm gonna get 4 hours. He gonna be like, "Cool, I'll get 4 hours too."
Yeah.
And now we got an 8-hour studio session.
Yep.
I got some beats. He got some beats,
Yep.
and we just gonna cook. And it's not about paying each other.
Yeah.
Doing that, it's about making the project. Not to say either one of us doesn't have accolades where we're like, I get paid for features, he gets paid for features. But the respect for the creativity, the respect for the art, the vision in that, if you're willing to put in to cover this amount of time and this amount of time, then we're gonna take care of it like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, you got to get him on here though. That'd be a good interview, man. He's got a lot of game for the city, and he gives a new light to perspective because he's from Tacoma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the upper left is big. There's a lot going on out here.
Yeah.
Seattle's what gets talked about a lot, and everyone always just throws Seattle attached to everything.
Yeah.
But everything's got their own respectable history and all that going on, man.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And then like the sound too is just crazy. Like when I was listening to it, like you guys both sound like, talk about that melodic sound that you established. Like, did you guys talk about that beforehand, or you were like, it's called Two Man, but we're gonna be on that tropical island with some baddies? Like, was that talked about?
Right. No, well, that's actually funny because the title was the last thing that came after it all. The vibe and the concept led to the title, and shout out to Lou. Lou got the cover done for us and things like that. But yeah, the whole we did kind of talk about when we made Past Tense. That's what we discussed, the whole concept, right? Because we finished that record and it was like, all right, this is cool. We shot some content for it, like a little promo video that's out on YouTube now. Y'all could go find. And then that was like the first time either one of us had experimented with that like Afro fusion, R&B melody type thing. We both kind of just stepped into that world together for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Him coming from where he was coming from, me coming from where I was coming from.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're Nigerian too. You already
Zimbabwe.
got the sorry.
Yeah,
Zimbabwe.
Yeah. But yeah, so there was already the roots and ties in there. So it was a natural transition for that regard. But But yeah, we were like, let's cook some more of that. So when I got to Atlanta, we're like, hey, let's do some more of that, like that island vibe type. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily a plan to just complete a project, but let's stay in this world of creativity. Again, I bought some studio time. He got some studio time. We both got beats together. We're gonna cook up. Hey, do a hook. I'm gonna write this verse. All right, I'm gonna do a hook. Write this verse.
Yeah.
It just flowing like that. You know what I'm saying? If you actually watch the promo clip that we have for it's a different record we did. It's called Bad Man off the Holiday project that I got. But that promo clip was from that session. So it was just us just vibing. You know what I mean? We both brought a couple of bottles. The homies is chilling, vibing. Shout out to Don Wong. Don Wong pulled up and was vibing with us too. You know what I mean? So it was a cool time.
And you seem like you're really productive. Some people, I feel like some artists get in the studio and just be wasting time away or something.
Yeah, no, no, time is money, especially in them situations.
Yeah,
like quite literally in those situations.
Yeah, for sure.
Your time is the money spent. So yeah, being efficient, also not forcing things though too. You know, I think that's why those projects or the sessions with Wadi that I had, because when I was in Atlanta, I was out there for like 4 or 5 days, and each day, well, 4 of them days I had sessions. So all them days I had like 8-hour studio sessions where I'm just kind of locked in, flowing.
Oh, that's a job
going.
Shift.
Oh yeah. No, we was
that's real work.
We was, and projects came from all of them. So me and Wadi, we got a project that's done. Me and Louis, we got a project that's done. That's the one that y'all got first. Me and Biscuit, we got projects that's done. One of the projects we work on was the It's Me single that we'll get to play and play with later on today. But working on projects throughout the day. So I don't waste time in terms of like the actual time that's going on, but kind of let the process flow. And if you have the right ingredients, you can do so. Like me and Lou knew we was meeting up to, let's make some island type stuff. All right, cool. Let's find the island beat. We're not going to go on the first island beat that we find, but let's pick through a few, and whichever one feels like the right one. And the song's done when the song's done.
And that's a good point to leave off with. The song's done when it's done. All right. This your boy Cream the Dream here at Rain Avenue Radio. I got OG Mambo in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play a song. Let's get to the commercial break. Traffic Jam, Rain Avenue Radio. Download the app so you don't miss out with Paco's Crackers Chatting. It's your boy Cream the Dream on this beautiful Thursday. I got my boy OG Mambo in the building.
We here, man. We still here.
Cooking, you feel me? Shout out to Daniel playing the cuts. You know, I don't know if you guys got Love Bomb before, but sometimes it could be good and also bad.
It can be,
so make sure you tap in, you know what I'm saying? D Money playing all the latest cuts, you feel me?
Yeah,
so
I need your playlist, D Money.
Yeah, I know, yeah. D be cooking, bro. He got all the latest and greatest.
That's a few of them got to get added to the DJ set list.
Yeah. I be feeling like that too. Like, man, when I get in the car, I gotta download that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of crazy stuff going on, you feel me? We in the 206, we in Seattle. We got a lot of stuff going on in the city, Mambo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You tapped in, I'm tapped in. So we got SneakerCon on Saturday, March 28th. If you guys in the area, it's at the Seattle Convention Center. You feel me? You never know who's gonna be there. If you a sneakerhead, you got some kicks, you got some Jordans, you got some dunks. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pull up to the festivities. I'm sure it's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? I found out about it at the last minute, so I probably won't be going, but you know.
I ain't go last year. I went a couple years ago though.
What was the vibe like? Are you sneakerhead? I mean, I know you got some kicks, but do you be like selling them and whatnot?
Do I be flipping them and stuff like that? Yeah. Nah, that's not really my hustle.
I hear you. Yeah.
But am I a sneakerhead?
Yeah.
I got a couple pairs.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll say that. Yeah. I got a couple pairs, man. Yeah. I'll make my brother Suave proud, I'll tell you that. He's a real sneakerhead.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So that's, big cooking. You know what I'm saying? If you guys haven't seen the series Sneakerhead on Netflix with King Batch, make sure you guys check that out too. That's a good way to dip your toe in if you don't know a lot about sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are in the area, make sure you guys pull up to that. Feel me? So another thing that's happening, I know you heard about it, OG.
What's that?
You got the cut 96 Sonics.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're coming back.
They supposed to be coming back in this joint. You
They
feel me?
coming
I
back.
don't know if you guys heard or not,
Yeah.
but the Sonics is supposed to be coming back. You know what I'm saying? The NBA just approved
Have you ever been to a game
expansion.
before?
I've been to the Storm games.
You never been to a Sonics game?
No, even though I was in high school right before they left. So I could have went to the last game. I remember it. Everybody was out there protesting, doing all that stuff. You know, they didn't want the shots to get sucked down, but I never got a chance to go. So the fact that they're coming back, bro.
Man, I was an avid attendee. I was a regular over there at that.
Is that
game.
You at Kemp's?
Key Arena, yeah, that's
Yeah,
over
okay,
at
okay,
Kemp. That's
okay.
on the Space Needle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
also at the city. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
Us sitting on top of the city, right on the
Yeah.
Space Needle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
But yeah, man. Shout out to my uncle Majita, man. He actually got a show on here on Rainier Ave, man.
Yeah.
Uncle Maz, man. But
Yeah.
because he's been in sports media since way back when, bro, like I've been to a lot of Sonics games. Like I said, a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
A lot. And I didn't realize what a privilege or a blessing it was. Obviously, you know, because we got to go in the locker room and do all that. I understood what kind of a moment it was for that. But I didn't realize even just seeing a game like that, there'd be a moment in time where I'd be like, man, it's been 15 years. It's been 16 years.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's wild, bro. Yeah,
and you know, everybody's like, "Oh, KD gonna come back." Ooh, like,
hopefully he do.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, we'll see who gets drafted to the team, but it's definitely exciting.
If Bronny stay out of trouble, hopefully he come up here too. I'm finna get a Bronny jersey too. You didn't see that,
bro? What season ticket holder? I don't know how much it is, but I'm gonna find out once the ball gets rolling on that.
Oh no, it don't matter. I'm in there.
Cause bro,
I'm
like,
in there.
Just think we can see everybody and don't gotta leave the town. Bron, Wemby, Shea, everybody that's balling right now is coming here.
Oh no, I seen it before.
Yeah, like it's like, bro, and it's like Seattle make too many hoopers to not have a team, bro.
We make most of the hoopers.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., Zach LaVine, Paolo Banchero, like it's so many names, bro. Balling from Seattle. DeJounte Murray, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the 206 hoopers. So
you gotta say Jamal Crawford.
And Jamal Crawford, shout out to OG, you know what I'm saying? He got the court name.
I was gonna say he just won state with them boys down the street.
Yeah. What's young boy name? I can't remember. Yes.
I'm saying there's a lot. Like
yeah.
You know how it is with lists. You're gonna leave somebody out, but Jamal's just one of those that you know what I'm saying. I wanted to make sure. I just want him to see live on camera how easy it is.
I know.
To a regular human, you know what I'm saying? When you trying to, that was me. That was me in the comments. Oh, you forgot Jamal? Are you serious? This list is trash.
Oh my god. Okay, well, since we're on the subject, we might as well talk about it.
Right.
This upper left. Ill Society 206 top hottest artist list.
Well, hold on. It's not hottest. Don't do that.
Okay.
Just 206 artist list.
Okay. We'll let OG talk because I don't know. I don't want to make nobody mad.
There is no prefacing word between it. It's not the hottest.
Right.
It's not the most relevant. It's not the most streamed. You got to go to the first one that you was on, D Money. That's the one. But it was really just and you'd have to scroll through the little slides that they got, then you'd be able to see.
Yeah.
But the whole point was just to shout out different artists from the city. Because there's been plenty of lists that have been dropped that while I was at the height of accolades, like they've dropped a performers list. And I had just done some of the biggest shows at the biggest venues out here, and I was on. I didn't cry about it. Right. You just keep going, keep moving.
Yeah, for sure.
So this, I so happened to get put on the list. Shout out to 4K Media, the Heat Seekers list.
Yeah.
When I seen that, I said, "Oh, this is a dope list. There's some more people on here that I think could be on there."
Right.
Instead of complaining, jumping in the comments,
doing
anything, I said, "Let's just make our own little list." So I called the team. I'm talking to Lil Bro. I'm talking to some of my mentors. I'm talking to people who are veterans and legends from Alaska to Oregon. Just having genuine conversation about, man, who was with you when you was coming up? Who was the first people to perform here? Who got record deals here? Who's hot right now? Then just compiled a list of different artists and then shouted them out.
Yeah.
And then in shouting them out, people perceive that as, oh, you're saying these are the hottest artists out here, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, these is not the hottest artists, bro. You left so-and-so out. You left so-and-so out. Bro, you left me out, bro. Bro, that's my spot. Oh, this is my spot. Bro, and everyone was just in uproar, like so upset and so mad that they was left off this list when really it was just an awareness list for my followers.
Exactly.
The people, because I'm moving around. I'm doing my thing with DJ Holiday. We over here in Atlanta, Miami, with Feezy, New York, Vegas, LA, all these different places, having motion, having conversations, meeting artists, meeting A&Rs, meeting people. So I want to be able to shout people out. Yeah, this is where I'm from. This is what we got going on over here. This is some of the history, because it's not just about shouting out who's hot and who's upcoming. It's tight to be able to walk in them rooms and a DJ's playing Never Scared by Bone Crusher, and I could be like, hey, you know who produced on that? Yeah, Jake One. He's from my city. He made that. Oh, that Future song that you playing, Percocets and all that? Yeah, Jake One made that beat. He's on there where he's one of those, oh, you know, oh, you like Power? Oh, yeah, Vitamin D.
Love Power.
Yeah, Vitamin D. Yeah, he made the beat for this intro for that song. He's going to produce that. So being able to say that type of stuff, that's a nice little flex.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
He's from my city.
You feel me? That's what it is. For real.
Yeah.
They, especially when I'm in certain places and they're, oh, we got Uncle Luke and all this. I said, all right, that's what's up, bro. Well, we got Sir Mix-a-Lot too, bro.
Yeah, facts.
We got motion. So it was really just a shout out to who was in my awareness. So if I didn't follow you, if you don't follow me and you don't know about my journey, then we're going to be unaware of each other. I felt like I anticipated people being like, oh, okay. Damn, I never heard of this person before. Who is this?
Yep.
Dang. Okay. Damn, hey, look, I can't find this person on Spotify. Who is this? Oh, this person? They were actually the first person to get a record deal. They went to Garfield High School, graduated in like 1989. Give us some history. Inspire people to want to be better, know about what happened, know about what's coming. And it was just an awareness thing. It wasn't about who's the hottest or who's the most popping or anything like that.
I'm sorry, because I did that automatically. Like, these are the hottest people. Like, I guess that's what just comes to your head. But, you know, like Mambo said, just to clarify, it's just to, you know, open people's eyes, because they be acting like we ain't lit.
That's the thing, too, because being in the upper left, being in this corner, we're the farthest thing away from the rest of America.
Upper left, too. Did you name it that?
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I never heard nobody say it before. And I've been pushing that line for the last 5-6 years because I just got tired of Pacific Northwest. It sounded.
Oh, yeah. I hear you.
And if you look at the map, we the upper left corner.
Facts.
You know, we the upper left of the map. That's our little region. You know what I'm saying? So, being up here in this little corner, we're the farthest away from everything, bro. Like even California is 12 hours away. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people want to come out here, especially we just won the Super Bowl. They know we got the tree. They've heard of Starbucks. They've heard of things, but it's such a foreign region that people really just don't know. They would never know that the Black Panthers, the second chapter of the Black Panthers that ever opened up started here.
I met.
And this was the longest lasting chapter in the entire nation. So when they was picking off different Black Panther parties, this is the last one that was the standing. People wouldn't know stuff like that. They wouldn't know that, oh, there's that type of history, that hip hop has been out here since the 70s, 80s, that gang culture, just like it was prominent in California, was up and through here in Chicago. They wouldn't know just there's these different things that's up here just because of what's advertised to the front line. You can only pick up, if you watch Portlandia, the TV show, and you drink a Starbucks coffee, you're going to think you understand and not really know what's going on. So what I would challenge people to do is, if you saw the list and you was feeling like, oh, I don't like this list, this is corny, it's not representative of my version of Seattle, I would challenge you to narrow it down. I did 206 artists from out here. Do 50. Name 50 artists that you like, that you rock with, that you support, and then let people go through and see about their follower count and things like that. Because one thing about everyone who's on that list, they all got high engagement, which means their followers, their fan count, the people who engage with them in real life and digitally is high. They got a single or multiple singles that have features with national artists, whether it be Larry June, Currency, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoever else though, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They produce for some of the biggest artists in the game, whether it's EBK, J-Bo, Playboy Cardi, Future, or Kendrick Lamar, whatever the case may be. They you know what I'm saying, have toured the nation and been doing it for years and years, or they broke through some sort of door or ceiling for the city. They were the first artist to do something, or the first artist or the most known for whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Somebody on that list. All of them, those are the prerequisites that was around it. It wasn't about being the best. It was, I want someone from every part of Washington. Okay, I want all the legends. Give me a Grammy winner. Give me a this type of person.
Yeah.
Give me all these type of things.
Yeah.
Give me a young person who's coming up. Give me a. It was just filling out different boxes more so than it was organizing the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. No, that's not what it. That's not what it was. And
Sir.
Right. They just said, "Oh, my boy. Oh, no, we locked in for that." No, but no, it wasn't about. Yeah, it wasn't about figuring that out. It was more so about shouting out people that I can see, and I wanted to also make sure that I wasn't personal too. Like, there's some people on that list that I got personal issues with, or even if we don't have issues, we might not just mesh like that.
Yeah,
like, if we was in a room together, they might stand over there, I might stand over here.
Yeah.
Or if we was in the same room, one of us might leave.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's really like, but there's people on that. I'm not gonna specify who. I'll let y'all rattle y'all brain through 206 people. Who is he beefing with? I wonder who he's beefing with. No, right? But but I made sure it was impartial. If I feel like, nah, you've been making some noise, I see you're being consistent with your music. It doesn't matter if we been cool, whatever the case is. I'm just gonna shout you out because I see you. That was the only prerequisite. So I also, the days before, I've been asking people to jump in the comments, say stuff, shout somebody out, and people were very quiet. Until the final list came out. And then all of a sudden, as you forgot so and so, I said, bro, if you had said this person's name, I might have removed someone off the list to replace it, just based on, I got this person on slot, but they just reminded me about this person. I forgot this person. This is a mandatory. I gotta, because once you get to 206, when you get to person number 178, it's like, all right, now at this point, now I gotta shout out a couple of the homies. Let me not lie. Some of that was, let me make sure who's the hottest young nigga from my hood specifically. Lil Steve-O's getting a slot off the jump. Boom. He's going, and he's been making moves. He got records with Big Sad. You can justify it, you know what I'm saying, further down the road. But like I'm saying, if we're being real, there's 2,000, 5,000 artists from Washington that have 10,000.
Yeah, a lot.
To narrow it down to 200, anybody who tries to do it, you're gonna miss somebody. You're gonna have to include some things like that. So I challenge people, and I think it would be good for the culture. Make a list of your favorite 50 artists, bro, and shout them out. And then people could be able to go through every day. Like what I'm about to start doing, we're going to start it in April. I'm going to do 206 days of upper left business. All right. 206 days of upper left business. So I'm going to take artists from that list and we're going to go through. We might not do a full 206 days, but we're going to get everyone on that list. So it might be 2 artists per day where we go through, why was this person on the list? This is what they did. This is some of their music discography. We're going to play through it, be able to go on live, chop it up, and kind of figure things out like that.
Right.
So you can do the same thing with your followers too, bro. You can do the same thing with your followers. You can make a list of artists, and then you can go through while you shout yourself out, because don't get it twisted. When you come to them live, we're going to be playing some OG Mambo on there too. Yeah. But once we get done with the Mambo, we get everyone in the room, we're going to go through, have a little history lesson, and talk about what's got going on. You feel me? It's like, this free game. It's a free game giveaway, bro. Like, that's just content for the city. We're in a city that's big enough and affluent enough to where, like, I'm not saying we should do it. Shout out to all my creatives that I met from around the world, the nation. But if we wanted to, bro, we could listen to only Seattle artists. Yeah. You could only listen to upper left music. That could be the only thing. Like, that's the only music you listen to. And you're going to get all the genres. You're going to get all the pimping rap. You're gonna get all the hustling rap. You're gonna get all the laid back rap. You're gonna get all the sing song rap. You're gonna get all the melodic stuff. We got all the rock bands here. We got all the girl bands. We got the acoustic groups.
Yeah.
We got everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There isn't something at a high level too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'll put a martial law band single up against Bring Your Band, whatever their band is.
Yeah.
Let's hear what their song
Yeah,
is.
he's performing
You know what I
too.
mean?
Like at Seattle
Tomorrow,
Army Jam.
yeah, they're performing tomorrow.
You going to that?
Yeah, I'm about to pull up.
Yeah, shout out to Marshall, bro. He's going crazy.
But yeah,
It's commercial time, Daniel. Okay. Shout out to OG Mambo. He definitely knows how to tell a story. It takes less work off of me. All right. This your boy Kareem the Dream here at Rain Avenue Radio. Let's get to the commercial break. Traffic Jam, Rain Avenue Radio. Download the app so you don't miss out. What's poppin', what's crackin', what's happening? It's your boy Kareem the Dream. I'm back with my boy OG Mambo. You know
we stay in here, man. Come on.
Going crazy, you know what I'm saying? We working, we almost done, you feel me? We gonna bust a move, you know what I'm saying? After this. Yeah, I'm hyped for that, you know. So I used to dance to CV in my room, you know what I'm saying? What? Come on, man. These dance videos is fun for me. You know what I'm saying?
I used to dance to the CV in my room. It's crazy.
Right. Boy, that guy said Greener.
Is your man?
Boy, that grass ain't greener, boy. Oh, yeah, we was hitting that.
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
So shout out to Mambo. You definitely got a smacker. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate you,
You
man.
definitely got the dance record popping off. So.
Yeah, shout out to Biscuit and Butter, man. You know what I'm saying? Helped cook and produce that one. We had a good time. That was one of the, like we was talking about, one of the Atlanta gems that got cooked up out there.
So. And you said it was record time writing this joint, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like that one, we didn't have a long session. Me and Biscuit only had like 2 or 3 hours. So we made that record and like 4 or 5 other ones that's about to come this summer. That's out. But It's Me was one of the ones that after listening to the group of the 4, I was like, hey, bro, can we hurry up and just get this one mixed? Yeah. I want to drop this on this project.
Yeah.
It's going to introduce this is the direction we're going. So it's a good moment for if you just meet Mambo, this is what you can have in store. Yeah. If you've been with me for the long ride, you know, all the flavors that you've enjoyed along the way, they still present, they still here. But this is what you can, you know what I'm saying, anticipate moving forward.
Yeah, that joint clean. Oh
man, he took me out with the dancing in the TV.
How'd you come up with the moves for it? Like, did it just come to you, or
the little dance that we did? Man, I ain't gonna call nobody out, but I pressed a few dancers, a few of them. I was trying to get someone to help me because that's like I have rhythm and I can dance. So if someone taught me a thing, could I gather it? Absolutely. Yeah. When it comes to being on the stage in the club or with a female, whatever, I'm gonna do my little
yeah.
But dancing, choreograph, that was a whole other world. So it kind of took a minute, bro. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna lie.
Is C Malo still around? Is he still?
See, I low key. How do I want to say this? Shout out to C Malo.
Yeah.
And he's definitely held it down for the Seattle gig.
For sure.
But the first time he ever went to a Seattle nightclub was with me. I took him out.
Yeah.
And I kind of showed him how to.
Yeah.
That's my cousin, so don't get twisted.
For sure.
But me and Damon, shout out to Damon. Hey, the ones who know, they know. It's out now. I might have to talk about this in another interview now. But no, that's real. But when it comes to the Seattle gigs, there's a certain era and generation of us where that's just in you. I'm not gonna say it's just me, but if you was at Fusion, you was at Club X, you was at the Hookah Lounge in Tacoma, there's certain spots where you could have been where you got there's a lot of different versions of it that really exist. Yeah. But what my Cuddy has been able to do has been able to narrow it down to something that can be digestible for everyone who's coming through, right? Yeah. So that's why I made sure when I was making the dance, I included the move that everyone see all the time in there, right?
It's like it's simple, but it's still like swaggy, like
right. Man, like on some history lesson stuff though, that Seattle gig dance era, like Seattle dance culture has its own history to it too. I'm not even the well-versed person to speak on the whole thing like that for real. Like really, I would call Batty Baby or
Mm-hmm.
one of the dancers from the dance community who could really tell you what's what.
That'd be going to like Bubble and Brown and stuff like that.
Right, that's what I'm saying on the deck. But like in the nightclub scene, there was always different dance cliques. So shout out to GIIB. That was with C Malo, with Damon and all the homies, Elaine. And then there was LOTP, Life of the Party. Then there was Team iPod. You know what I'm saying? There was different dance, and every different group had their own little thing, right?
Yeah.
So what Cudi has done, he's kind of taken a piece of all those and made a verse. It's like if you took a piece of each one of them dance cultures and kind of made it into like its own putty and then presented it. That's kind of what you've seen, especially with like Seattle gigs as it stands like right now, right?
Yeah, because I would say that Malo's the first videos I started seeing from the city.
So that's what he was doing. He was the first one to do that, to take it into content. But that's what it is with most things, right? Like the Rapper's Delight rap song, they wasn't the first ones rapping. Right. They just the ones that got on a camera that people got to see. You know what I'm saying? But it had been happening in different boroughs and things like that. Even out here in Seattle, people were scratching and doing DJs, MCing well before it was popularized on a large scale. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about early 70s, 80s. This was happening the same time it was happening in New York. So it's just about it getting on camera. So that's why it's always a shout out to Cudi. Shout out to C Malo for taking it, putting it on a lens and pushing an issue for years when no one else was pushing that issue.
For
sure. And then as the kids Theses and some of these younger generations, they wanted to emulate what he was doing. Their only attachment to that culture was through his content. So then it spread like wildfire to the point where I got siblings that just graduated high school that's at UW and they be doing the and I'm like, bro, we made these dances up when we was 16, 17. Now y'all 18, 19 years later still doing them, right? You know?
Because now I be seeing Kid Camo.
Yeah. But those all them moves that they're doing, they're emulating my cousin, C Malo. And he is just taking a piece of a culture that existed. Like you had to be there in the clubs to really see. There was different, like you could tell, oh, like he's from the West. But based on how he danced, he's from the West. Oh, they from Kent, or this side of Tacoma people be gigging. Oh, they're from the North. They be gigging like that. Like you could tell where people was from based on how it was going on, man. We got a legend in the building, man. What's up with you, Tony?
Tony in the building.
But to answer your question, how did I come up with the one that's the It's Me one? I was just scrolling through. Shout out to my oldest, Quincy. I was looking through his TikTok and the different dances he'd been doing. And then what I realized is a lot of these TikTok dances is you just take there's like TikTok moves. It's like this was Mortal Kombat. There's like a moves list. You feel me? And it's like, what moves are you gonna take to combine to make your thing? So whichever ones were the most fitting. So the ones that little point just the balance of the and you know that's how we ended up with the whole little dance thing that we gonna have.
I gave you everything I could. It's me.
Exactly. And you know it's done. When it's done.
The song's done when the song's done. You know what I'm saying? All right, so there's another song I want to ask you about real quick because we were talking about the Sonics and stuff, you know, but before the commercial break. So I just want to ask you about your song, the 96 Sonics, because I was listening to it again. And like, when did you make that song? I know you wear like a lot of Sonics jerseys too when you're performing and stuff like that.
Right. I made that in the midst of COVID. So somewhere in the middle of like 2020, like June, whatever, something like that. The world was shut down at that point.
For sure.
It was during the world was shut down, and I was still an essential worker at the time. So while I was essential working, it was actually a crazy time period when I wrote 96. So I actually had just come up and I bought my second car, right? So I paid the bread to get the second car off a lot of this little bands that I caught. Boom, I was feeling good.
Right.
But I didn't get to pick the car up until the following week, which is all good because, like I said, it's my second car, right? Why is my first car, my Dodge Magnum? I love this car.
Yeah.
It was great and efficient, except for it was on 22. So getting new tires and getting rims fixed for it was a problem. Not every shop even services tires that are that big.
Right.
You feel me? They don't have the tools. So I popped my tire. Right.
Ah.
We're in COVID, so shops is already closed down.
Right. Yeah.
Boom! I'm waiting to pick up the next car the next week. I'm down to the point where I'm an essential worker. I have to be at the job.
Right.
Right. There's no shows no more. There's no DJ gigs. You need to go to that job, my boy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like go trap that little bit of tree,
Yeah.
and then, you know what I mean. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So I'm on the bus, bro. This is the first day I hadn't ridden the bus in. I'm talking about I hadn't ridden the bus, bro, in years, like up until this point.
Yeah.
Like I had a car since, you know, once I stopped riding the bus, I stopped riding the bus. Right. You know, when I from 12 to 18, 19, we was on there. Yeah. Northgate Transit Station, you can see him over there. You know what I'm saying? Right? After I stopped though, right? So this is my first time on the bus in a minute. It's a cold day. So it must have been towards I think because it was cold. So it must have been like, it was either this time of year or like fall time because it was cold.
Yeah.
I'm getting on the bus. I had to ride 2 buses to get, because this one I stayed over in the east side, like over in the Mag, in the west side. So I took one bus down towards the Space Needle, and then from the Space Needle, I took a bus up to the hill where I was trapping over on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
While I was riding on that first bus, I'm just looking through these beat pack that I had, and I opened the beat 496.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hey. I heard that bass line. I said, "Oh,
yeah."
It's like had a grimy punch to it, and that's why if you listen to 96 Sonics, the first words you hear is grinding like a brother who got something to lose.
Yeah.
On my job, like a brother who got something to prove.
Yeah.
I meant that for real. That's literally what was going on. I'm like, I'm on the bus, like, bro, I'm really grinding like somebody who got something. Like, I'm on my. That's really why. Those were the first lines.
Yeah.
And then boom, pen that out.
Yeah.
And literally that bus ride from there to the job, I wrote that whole record.
Yeah. And once you start writing to it, like,
it was gone.
Yeah.
It was gone. And then the next thing was going. Yeah. And then the metaphor went here. And then boom. And then I was like, oh, let me throw the Friday reference in.
Yeah.
By the time then boom, I sat there. And then I finished the first verse, finished my shift, wrote the second verse on the way back. And then I just sat on it for a while, bro. And then it wasn't until 2021 when they opened the world back up and Fremont Friday got going on. Then I got called open to be a resident host. And then I got to sneak it in as one of the resident records event. And that's where it kind of caught a bunch of that traction just because of that. But when people hear that and they be turning up, having a good time, and because it's kind of like the energy of the song is a little bit boisterous, or like if there's a level of confidence to it, like I don't think like that's why this is my first time even telling that story. Like you wouldn't know that like when I wrote that I was literally grinding like somebody who had something to prove. Man. Like,
on the bus during
COVID, trying to mask on, just like like we're debating with myself like, man, I don't even want to go to this job, but then also like to myself like, but it's checking 2 weeks is going to be crucial because there's no other shows. You can barely even go outside. You're really not even supposed to be outside.
Right now.
But you're only allowed to go outside because you got this job. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
I remember that one dude from TikTok. He blew up. Bored in the house.
Bro. Yeah. And you see, and so that's so stuff like that, seeing people blow like that, that's what also triggered me touching turntables. Because I've been an MC for over a decade. At parties, peeking over the DJ's shoulder, like, oh, that's a BPM. Oh, this is how they change the tempo. Learning little bits, but not understanding. Once we were stuck in the house, I was like, all right, let me get on Amazon, order me a little cheap little mixer so I can learn what I'm doing. Okay, now I got the basics. All right, let me get something that can rock some parties. Boom, boom, boom. Now we up on the big deal. Pioneer is really knowing what he doing. I know what all the buttons do. I know what all the buttons do.
You gotta know that.
I ain't gonna lie, not all of them. I'm still learning, becoming a better DJ. I know what most of the buttons do.
Right,
I know what they all do. I don't know if I could do what they all do with them though. That's a fair statement.
And I like how you like you've just kept going over time, bro. Like it's like, stuff come up, we take little breaks or whatever, whatnot, whatever the case may be. But it's good to see someone like you that's consistent, that's determined. You don't care what's being said. You don't care, like, all that extra stuff that becomes noise when you're an artist and you're writing all that stuff. Like, it seems to me like you just like block it out and, like, as LeBron says, keep the main thing, and that's the music.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, it always is going to look a lot better than it actually ever feels, right? So everyone, you hear all them things that's coming on, and you have them moments where you too tired to do something, and you like gotta
Yeah.
really fight through. But that's where you find out if you really want it for real or not. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the gym consistent. There's days where it's like, oh wait, I'm like, bro, like, man, my body isn't really motivated to go do this thing, but I understand the goal that I have set. So like, I'm just gonna push through. And you push through, when you get to the other side, that's when you understand. And it's something you can't really explain to someone on this side, right?
Yeah,
it's like I can't really tell you like what it feels like, but like once you push through, you're gonna be like, dang, this is crazy.
And I be in the gym too, so it's like once you push past that I don't want to go, and you actually start working out, it's like, oh, this feels good. Like, oh, wait a minute,
and you're happy, and
I'm glad I came today.
literally, I'm happy I showed up is usually what. Most times people don't show up and then be like, man, I wish I didn't show up. I would have been better off just sitting at home. And then perseverance, man. Perseverance has polished my skill set. If I had quit at any moment in time, I wouldn't have records like It's Me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not to say that the talent level wasn't there, because like I told you at the beginning of the interview, I've been singing and having solos and plays and all that since I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
The church artists be the best ones.
Like that's been regular forever, right? But when you get advanced, I got you. When you start to move forward, my fault. We could just rap to get to the break, man. You know
Daniel giving us the watch signal. That means we're going over. You know what I'm saying? This your boy Cream the Dream. I got OG Mambo in the building. Let's get to a commercial break. Yes, sir. Traffic jam right now on the radio. Down with that. See, don't miss out what's up with Kirk Penny. It's your boy Cream the Dream. I got my boy OG Mambo in the building.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Giving me some extraordinary game, you know what I'm saying? Some uplifting conversation.
Off air gems. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some off air motivation, you know what I'm saying? And help you boy go crazy with the traffic jam.
Yeah.
I appreciate these two eyes here that have been tuned in the whole time. You know what I'm saying? We were just talking about engagement and some other things, you feel me? So we're gonna figure that out. I appreciate OG Mambo, you know what I'm saying, for the
It's important, bro.
words.
I think that one of the things too, it even ties into the whole list conversation. That it really happened before when Ellis made his media conversation. I think that the city and our community, Prescott,
okay,
yes, Ellis Prescott. Let me specify.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I think our community out here, there's people that are doing great things. There's people that are efficient in a lot of ways. But the same way I kind of gave you the analogy off air, we don't have I won't say any, right? Because maybe there's some that could be argued. But it's a very small list of people if we were to compare this to basketball. Because Seattle basketball, we know, is prominent, right?
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford, we named all those people, right? We've been having the list. We don't have any media people, artists, managers that can dribble, shoot, play defense, read the floor, and be a prime player. We have some people that can dribble real good.
Yeah.
Like Riley Freeman handles crazy.
Yeah.
We got some people that can shoot incredible.
Yeah.
We got some people that play tenacious defense. They're the wildest defenders, right? So we got good performers. We got some people that perform well on Instagram. Some people perform well on YouTube. Some people perform well on Facebook. Some people that are good with streaming. Some people that are hot on TikTok. Some people that have national features. Some people that are doing certain things. But no one is focused in their own world on being a true student of the game and being like the most efficient in your thing. And I feel like if everyone was just the most efficient in their thing, then all of them rise. The cream of the crop is going to rise. And then we can start to pick from each other and partner with each other and make plays that make sense. But right now, people get certain accolades or they get in a rhythm and they kind of get comfortable with that rhythm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, this is the way I do my thing, so I'm gonna do my thing, or I perform like this, so this is how I'm gonna perform. I've been getting booked for this, so I'm just gonna stay over here, not knowing that, like, bro, if you expand, if you really want to be efficient, like right now, you just good at dribbling, and that's cool. That could get you far, but you have to be able to make a nice pass too. And you got to be able to make a nice shot. You got to be able to make decisions if you want to go. Like, that's going to work in high school. In high school, being a good dribbler, that's fine. That you'll be able to beat all the other high schoolers. But as you elevate and each level, the competition becomes more fierce, right? Yeah. Like, I remember, shout out to my dog, Zay. Me and my bro, Isaiah, became cool in middle school because in our elementary schools, for our grade, we were both the top hoopers from our school, right? But then we had to hoop against each other, right? And get the different ranking. And bro was a dog, you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn, like, you know what? I was him over here. Okay, now I was Jordan right here. Over here, I'm Pippen right here. You know what I'm saying? And then at the next level, it's going to go. So if people understood that, from media to videographers to artists to producers, yeah, we got lots of people. We got lots of creatives out here. But how many people are producing on a competitive level with the people who are producing at the high level? So if you want to be a producer out here, how do you compare to Jake One, Pharrell, Timbaland, you know what I'm saying?
Boy Wonder,
Hit Boy. Like, how do you compare to them? Yeah, that's who you should be comparing yourself to. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to so and so down the road and being like, well, I got a placement from insert whatever artist, Chief Keef, EBK, Whoop De Whoop, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I got this person placed, so I mean, and he doesn't have one of those. So like, if you compete with if you go to your high school and compete with the high schoolers, you're gonna feel like, oh, I'm a baller.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to the college and compete with the college, you're gonna be like, ooh. Now, if you go to the Sonics or the Trailblazer facility, you're gonna be like, it's a little different.
Yeah.
There's different tiers. You know what I'm saying? So everyone should pick their favorite or people that they look up to. Like, even when I started DJing, I didn't just start DJing. I'm looking at people like Jazzy Jeff. There's artists and DJs that I'm studying where, all right, you've been doing this for a long time. If you are someone local, you're the highest of the high. It's DJ Vega. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I'm doing whatever transitions, people might be like, you played a great DJ set. In the back of my mind, I'm like, compared to a DJ Vega set or a jazz, it wasn't that though.
Right.
The same way, if you told a high schooler hooper, man, you had a great hoop game, you're gonna be like, yeah, I played well, but like, I know that against LeBron or against Wemby or whoever, it wouldn't be that, right? Yeah. So the same kind of thing. If you want to do something, we should all the podcasts should be compared to the No Jumpers and we should be on that tier. Instead of being the hottest in Washington, you should be trying to be the hottest in the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sure. All the artists, don't just be trying to be the hottest in Washington. You should be, well, I want to be, what is Drake and Kendrick and them on? How can I make my stage set as creative and illustrious as Chris Brown, who's doing all these things? That's where you should be competing, because if you aim for the moon, you're gonna land amongst the stars.
Right.
You feel me?
And that's a good point too. It makes me want to bring up your show that I went to. It was you, Morgan, Web Wavy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The name of the place.
Mambo and Friends at Substation.
Yeah, Substation. Yeah, Substation is such a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I love going there and tapping in. You know what I'm saying? So that show that night, it had a little bit of everything.
Right.
You was DJing.
Right.
Like, it was just very well put together. So it's like, when you're booking shows like that, are you keeping these things in mind when you're finding your performers?
Absolutely. It's always very intentional. Each show's got a different thing. So we had to push the date for it, but even the next show that we got, the Upper Left Party featuring K God and Solly Wop and things like that. Each vibration that each artist brings and the motion that they got going on at the time, their ability to understand and buy into the concept of the show. Because a lot of artists too, sometimes you'll book them for a show or they want to get booked for shows and they think that just being popular is enough.
Yeah.
Like I could just throw the flyer up and people are gonna pull up. Nah, bruh.
Yeah.
Sexy Red had to cancel a show in Seattle because she didn't sell the projected pre-sales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this
Mm-hmm.
is a huge artist.
Right.
So
Huge.
this Seattle isn't a place where they just buy show tickets to go to hip hop shows. It's
Mhm.
just not. That's just not the.
They
thing
gotta
about
buy
it.
in.
They have to buy in. You got to tell them, hey, bro, can you come to my show? Or, hey, I'm opening for this person. Or, hey, we're going to this venue that's going to have this thing. You have to be able to be willing to put in the work to actually get the numbers. And a lot of artists aren't putting that footwork because their pride is too much.
Yeah.
It's tedious work, bro. It's not fun.
Yeah.
To be like, to message 100 people, hey, I got a show. Hey, I got a show. Hey, I got a show.
Yeah.
And 12 of them are like, okay, cool. Let's get it. 12 of them respond back to you. 3 of them buy a ticket.
Right.
It's disheartening. You're like, oh man, okay,
Yeah.
I got 3. All right, let me send another 100 out. Okay, now 7 sold. Okay, let me go outside. All right, I sold 4 while I was outside at the store. Okay, boom, I sold 5 tickets here. I sold 10 tickets here. Okay, my girl and her people gonna come. They're gonna. Okay, I got my coworker. Okay, I convinced my barber to pull up. Okay, I got this. It's hard, bro.
Though.
Of course it adds. But I've been moving 75 to 100 units for over a decade now. Right, like for different things. That's how I'm securing a lot of these opening slots because they know when we put Mambo on the bill, he gonna bring like a couple 100 people through because he gonna put in that work.
Right.
A lot of artists don't want to put in that work, then they wonder why their shows be empty rooms. When I did that Substation show, all those artists, they were collaborative and bringing things out. So
And
we
everybody
broke a
showed
record. Everyone showed up. The numbers is there, but it takes people being bought in. That whole leading up to it, I'm messaging everybody like a coach. Hey man, make sure y'all hit y'all people up.
Right.
Hey, here's a new flyer for y'all. Here's an asset for y'all. Here, this is what you get. Hey, when you're reaching out to your people, have this in mind. You have to be motivating your team. So as the promoter, whoever's putting it together, you also have to motivate your team to also work while you're also working. So I'm sending 100. I'm sending 100. Usually, what I'll do is like weeks. It'll be like 100 to 200. Some we'll call it 150. 150 messages across Facebook Messenger, Instagram, and Snapchat.
You do every platform.
Yeah, whatever ones there's. I know there's engagement. People watch my stories, whatever the hell it is. Right. Sending those messages out. Then I gotta send, if there's 6 artists on the bill, gotta send the 6 messages individually to each artist. Boom, put the fire under them, remind them to turn up. And then remind them to also check into the group chat where I'm also gonna send another message where there's other flyers and things for them to download and post and do all that too. And then message the band or the DJ to set up the rehearsal to do all those things, bro. But it takes that much legwork to go. And that's what I'm saying. That's what dribbling, shooting, and playing defense look like. Like if you're not operating at that level of efficiency, the show's not gonna look right. It's not gonna be organized. People aren't gonna understand that game. And now we got a formula that we're about to take to North Carolina, that we're about to take to Dallas, that we're about to take to Orlando, and that we got rocking in Portland already. You know what I'm saying? Where artists aren't being charged an arm, a leg, anything at that.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, for the last show that I did, any show that people have done with me, they're not charged anything. And 9 times out of 10, they're getting broke off the back end, especially if they're moving tickets, units, and things like that too. You feel me? So
that's cute. Mambo know what's going on, bro. Like I said, Daniel's giving us the watch signal. It's time to get up out of here. It's 57. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview.
Before he gave us the watch signal last time, the thing that I thought I lost was don't quit, because when you quit early, you never understand who you can be. Nipsey also has a quote about feeling every emotion up and down and just never giving up. Just don't quit. That's my biggest thing. I've seen people come and go. There's been moments in time when there was artists where like the honest thought was like, dang, man, he's doing so good. I want to get booked for that show. I want to get booked for this opportunity. And those artists are gone now. They don't make music. They're not in it no more. And now I've been able to touch those stages and bigger stages than the ones that I thought of. So you got to just keep going, and you're naturally going to progress and become what you're supposed to be. If you believe in it, then you're going to get there. You don't have to be as good as, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't got to be the best artist today. You feel me? You'll get there if you really want it, though.
Yes, sir. Shout out to OG Mambo, man, with some wise words of encouragement. We about to get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Do I got time to pay the bills, Daniels? Because I missed it. Okay, so we're going to do pay the bills real quick. Got that from Kevin Hart. That's just where I shout out what Rainier Avenue Radio got going on. So if you guys want to donate to Rainier Avenue Radio, you could donate at Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio or online at Rainier Avenue Radio World/donate. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in so we can keep having great programs like mine and Fresh Juice. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch them. And then also after that, we got Earth Day. Deserves more than a day, which I agree. It's next month. You know, we're bringing a week of environmental justice programming on Rainier Avenue Radio from April 20th to the 25th. So if you're around, make sure you tap out. Shout out to the earth. We live on this joint. We should take care of it. All right? This your boy, Kareem the Dream. I just the bills here at Rainier Avenue Radio. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Take a shower. Brush your teeth. Be better than you were yesterday. Take care of your mental health, my people, because that's what's important. I'm going to holler at y'all next week.
Easy.
You're listening to RainierAvenueRadio.world. Check us out on social